Alright, welcome to Slop Shop. Let's see what we're getting into today. So I got this new welder, yes welder, cheap Amazon, like Harbor Freight type quality welder, but people seem to like it, so we're going to try it out. I've got a spool gun here, and we're going to be doing some aluminum welding. So this is going to be the wings, the solar wings of the sailboat. So I'm going to have another 200 watts per side on this aluminum frame, and then it's going to raise up with an actuator, hopefully with an actuator. We'll see if I can make that work, but it's going to raise up to get sun. Just need infinite power, right? It's very hard. You just need so many solar panels. So we're going to try this out today. I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, so the machine is set up. I'm on 100% argon. I've got my gas over here. Oh gosh, I've got a random cat. I've got my gas over here. 100% argon for aluminum. And we're going to see how this goes. Alright, so if you can see this is my design. I'll show you more of this on the computer later. But I'm looking to connect 23 inches from in here, a 35 inch. That'll be my first weld. And this is going to be where the first edge is, or the first support. And that's going to be one of these guys. So we're actually going to do it like this probably. Now, I think with MIG you want to leave a little gap. But we do want it to be square. How am I going to leave a gap and have it be square? Just going to have to hold it. Ooh, baby. That is sick. Bro, this turned out great. This is my first time ever welding aluminum or ever using a MIG welder other than flux garbage core. And like, that's not great, but it ain't bad for doing it, man. Especially for something like this. This is perfectly strong, dude. Like, it's crazy, man. This side's a little rough, but look at the corners I did, alright? I pushed it real good in those corners. This side I did more of a drag. I might grind that down and redo it. But still not bad, not bad, not bad. Keep going. Everything's welded together. Some of my welds came out real good I mean, this is my first time ever welding aluminum. I mean, some of these are pretty good. I feel like that's good. And these are pretty good. This is pretty good for it not being lined up right. Some are bad. Some are bad. And what I've done is use my flapper disc. This is not grinded, right? The splatter and the black. And what I've done is just kind of grind it down a bit, make the welds a little less rigid, and polish up the metal a little bit. And then what I'll do is take a sander with probably 220 grit sandpaper and try to really kind of smooth this out, and maybe polish it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I need to do that. So I'm gonna get back to grinding here. All right, so I got this one nice and polished up. Looks pretty good. This one's next to be polished. It's just been kind of roughed up and sanded, but I've also got, next step is going to be the piano hinges. So I've got these piano hinges. I hope they'll be strong enough, but I think they will. Anyways, these are aluminum, so they can go metal on metal here, which is great. And these will have the solar panel on them, and then it goes down like that. So let's get the panel open. These are Bougie RV 200 watt panels. I've got a couple Bougie RV panels and I like them, so I keep buying them. These are on sale. I think they're only 150 bucks a panel, which isn't bad. It's usually like $1 a watt is what I found. So if you want a 200 watt panel, you're paying about 200 bucks. We want to try to not have the panel loaded, so that means we don't want to get the sun on it if we can help it. So probably going to tape some of this protective stuff to it. So I think, yeah, to stop this from getting sun, I'm gonna tape this on. My wife wants this box, so we're gonna keep this for her. Somewhere. And I don't know where my tape is. Can you believe it? In this shop, I don't know where my tape is. Alright, so I got this. This should block. You know, you barely block in these panels. They don't get any sun, so this will be plenty. The idea now is that this do I want it like that? I think I want it like this. My pen game leaves much to be desired, so we will try to use a pencil for this important task. Hopefully we won't be too close to the edge. Let's find out. Problem is, I'm at the bottom. And I don't think there's the rib nut's going to fit in there. Oh, just barely. Nice. Okay, great. Now, it would be better, I think, to put some of that grease on these. The anti-corrosion, and maybe I'll put some C's like Loctite stuff on there. That might kind of stop the corrosion. That's a good idea. I think I'll do the Loctite. Maybe that'll help. Last hole. Alright, so the rib nut, you just screw it on like so. And then we're going to put some of this on, which will hopefully stop some corrosion. Oh gosh. And there you go. Hopefully yep, that'll go in just fine. So I got these bolted on, and now I lined up the hinges with the panel, so I'm going to riv nut these, and then I can screw it all together and start testing the angle, see how it fits. Alright, let's see how this goes. So of course I destroyed this to see which 12-volt source I could get, so I kind of had to glue it back together. And I'm extending in the actuator out. Let's see. I'm going to try to test fit and see if I can figure out how and where I'm going to mount this thing. I have a feeling it will take a few tries. Alright, it's all the way out. It's a little wobbly. I don't love that. I thought it would be pretty strong, but I have to figure out other ways to reinforce it maybe. 31 inches. Alright. For safety's sake, I'm going to unplug this guy. We're going to see where we might be trying to mount this thing, huh? That's pretty far in. Alright, I also am going to reinforce this a bit. So I've got these little pieces of aluminum here, and I'm going to take this block and put it on the underside here. And let me show you what I mean. Move this. So this will be up, and I want this small piece, thin piece of aluminum to be supported. So I'm going to put this under it, but I don't know where I'm going to put it. Depending, it's going to go wherever the mount goes for this guy, the actuator. But I don't know, is the actuator going to mount here, or is it going to mount here? I'm not sure. So I need to be able to move this. So anyways, I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to measure the distance here. And I'm going to cut these and weld them. Boom, boom, they'll connect. So that's what I'm going to work on now. All right, so it's a nice wavy day in the harbor today. Beautiful day to try to do this solo. But essentially I've got my frames here, and I'm going to use these truss mounts. Those are essentially for audio industry with concerts and stuff, attaching audio video equipment to truss. But these hold, this is aluminum, solid aluminum, and this holds a ton of weight. So I use them for the tower because they fit really nice. So what I'm going to do is measure down here and then get these on, and then I'm going to try to get it on myself somehow. We're going to figure that out. Alright, so in order to secure this, I've actually used another clamp that fits nicely around this, which is great. Aluminum on aluminum. And I've tied, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get this up onto the side of the boat. And I've tied this rope here. Going up there, I'm gonna try to hoist it up, see if I can keep it from bouncing around too much up there long enough to get these on. And then tighten them down. We'll see how it goes. Alright, that's not so bad. Not so bad. The only problem is it's Gotta go a little higher. But not so bad. Let's see if I can get the other end on it. What? There she is. It's pretty much perfect. Tiny gap. Probably could have a little bit more of a gap, but still pretty good. Alright, so I definitely put my bracket on the wrong way, but here's the actuator. I got it rigged up here. And I bent the crap out of this, but check this out. And then you stop giving it power, it locks in place, baby. Look at that. Look at that, baby. One on each side, that's another 400 watts of power.